My son fell in love with a girl from his class until a DNA test revealed she's my husband's secret child. I, 38FR, always thought my marriage to Mark 40M was solid. We'd been together for 15 years, had one amazing son, Alex 16M, and built what I thought was a stable life. Mark worked in finance. I worked part-time so I could be there for Alex. We had neighbors, acquaintances, the usual suburban setup. When Alex started high school, he became more social, made new friends. One day he came home practically glowing. "Mom, I met someone. Her name's Lily, his first crush." I teased him, asked what she was like. He blushed. "She's smart, funny. We have the same history class." Soon, Lily became a constant name in our household. He'd walk her home. She'd wave from the sidewalk. Eventually, he introduced her. A bright, sweet girl with long brown hair and this shy smile. She was polite, warm, even brought cookies she baked with her mom. I liked her immediately. But when I met Lily's mother, something in me twisted. Her name was Rachel. She looked familiar, too familiar, and when Mark came downstairs to say hello, the color drained from his face. I brushed it off at first. Maybe they knew each other from work or years ago, but the air between Mark and Rachel was tense, awkward. Rachel smiled politely, but her eyes flicked to Mark with a flash of something I couldn't place. Guilt? Anger? After they left, I asked him casually, "So, you've met Lily's mom before?" He hesitated. Too long, then said, Yeah, I think we crossed paths a long time ago, nothing important." But something gnawed at me. A mother's gut, you know? That night, when Mark was in the shower, I pulled up old Facebook photos of Rachel. Digging deeper, I found her tagged in photos around the same years Mark and I first started dating. Events in the same city he used to work in. I even spotted one photo, blurry but unmistakable, of Mark in the background of a barbecue at Rachel's house. I didn't want to jump to conclusions. But the timing, the secrecy, his reaction, my heart started to race. Meanwhile, Alex and Lily grew closer. They studied together, texted constantly, even went to the movies as a date. It was innocent teenage romance, but seeing them together made my stomach churn with unease. One evening, Alex asked if Lily could stay for dinner. She came over, bubbly and sweet, fitting in perfectly. Mark was unusually quiet. Every time Lily laughed, his fork froze midair. I caught him staring at her like he was seeing a ghost. After dinner, when Alex walked Lily home, I cornered him. "Mark, what's going on? Why do you look at her like that?" He shook his head. "Nothing. Don't make this into something." I pressed. His voice cracked. "Drop it." That night, I couldn't sleep. I replayed every moment. Her age, her smile, her resemblance to God, to Mark. Once I thought it, I couldn't unsee it. Lily had his eyes, his exact green eyes. The breaking point came at a school event. Alex played soccer, and Lily came to cheer him on. Rachel stood beside me, clapping. For the first time, I really looked at Lily next to her mother. She didn't look like Rachel at all. But she looked so much like Mark. On the drive home, I exploded. "Is Lily your daughter?" Mark gripped the wheel so tight his knuckles turned white. Silence. Then he muttered, "It was years ago, before we were serious." I almost screamed. "Before we were serious?" "We were already together when you knew Rachel." He admitted he'd had a short fling with Rachel around the start of our relationship. He never knew she got pregnant. "She never told me," he insisted. My chest pounded. My son was in love with his half-sister, and Mark had hidden this entire mess from me. I confronted Rachel. I asked bluntly, "Is Lily Mark's daughter?" Her face went pale. She stammered, I never meant for this to happen." Turns out, she and Mark had hooked up casually, right before he and I became exclusive. When she found out she was pregnant, she decided to raise Lily alone. She never told him because she didn't want to ruin my relationship. Ruin my relationship? I spat. You've let our children fall in love with each other. Rachel's eyes welled up. They're kids. It's innocent. We can guide them away from it. But it wasn't innocent anymore. Alex had already told me he wanted Lily to be his girlfriend. He was falling hard. And now I had to break his heart with the ugliest truth imaginable. That evening, I sat Alex down. My hand shook. Sweetheart, I need to tell you something about Lily. He smiled, expecting me to tease him. Then I told him, she's your half-sister. His face crumpled. What? That's impossible. I explained everything, Rachel. The fling, the timeline. Alex's voice cracked. So my whole relationship was wrong? I liked her, Mom. I really liked her. Tears filled his eyes. He stormed upstairs, slamming his door. I heard him sobbing for hours. Mark tried to comfort me, but I shoved him away. This is your fault. You lied. You cheated. You ruined our son's first love. He begged me to understand, saying he didn't know, but the betrayal cut too deep. Even if he hadn't known Lily existed, the fact that he cheated on me at the start of our relationship poisoned everything. The fallout was catastrophic. Alex refused to speak to Mark, blaming him for destroying his happiness. He avoided dinner, locked himself in his room. Lily stopped coming around, and I heard she was equally devastated. Their classmates gossiped, whispering about why they suddenly broke up. Rachel tried to smooth things over, but I couldn't stand her presence. Every time I saw her, I saw the years of lies. Our friendship as neighbor moms was a cruel joke. Family members got involved. Mark's sister screamed at him for ruining 2 kids' lives. My parents told me to leave him. Mark begged me not to. He swore he'd make it right. But how do you fix this? How do you erase the trauma of telling your son the girl he loved is his sibling? Now, weeks later, my marriage feels like ashes. Alex barely looks at his father. I sleep in the guest room. Rachel avoids me, and Lily won't even say hi at school events. The entire neighborhood knows something exploded between us. Mark insists he didn't know about Lily, that he never would have hidden her intentionally. But intentional or not, the damage is done. My son lost his first love in the cruelest way possible. I lost trust in my husband. And 2 families are shattered beyond repair. So, Reddit, am I wrong for blaming Mark? Should I hold more anger toward Rachel for hiding Lily? Or is everyone guilty except the kids who had their hearts broken by their parents' mistakes? Update. After posting, the situation got worse. Alex started therapy. He needed it after the emotional blow. He confessed to his counselor he felt dirty for falling in love with his sister, even though he didn't know. Hearing that shattered me. Rachel finally admitted to her family that Mark was Lily's father. Her husband, yes, she'd been married for 10 years, is now filing for divorce. Apparently, he thought Lily was his. He's beyond furious. Their household is a war zone. As for me, I filed for separation. I can't look at Mark without seeing betrayal. Maybe he didn't know, but his lies and cheating planted the seed for this disaster. Alex is slowly healing. He deserves a life without the weight of his parents' mistakes. As for Lily, she and Alex avoid each other completely. It's heartbreaking. 2 innocent kids paid the highest price for secrets that should have never been kept.